Hey there, it's Kay, and thank you so much for joining me for today's budget video where I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my variable and sinking fund spending for the first 2 weeks of August 2021. But before I get started, as I always do, I do want to give a huge thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you guys for joining me again and continuing to follow me on my journey. And if you're new to my channel and my journey, I would love to have you follow along by subscribing down below because it's free and it really does help me out. And also, if you'd like to keep up with me in between uploads, I am on Instagram at KBudgetPlans, where I like to keep everyone updated on my upload schedule as well as share some other planner content. So now that all that intro stuff is out of the way, why don't we jump into this spending check-in? So here's my monthly view calendar that I've set up during my monthly estimated budget. And I have also with me my Happy Planner Skinny Mini. This is the budget edition, and I do use this to track all of my variable and sinking fund spending as I go. Basically just because this is much more portable to keep with me than my big letter size planner. So going to flip open into August so that we can get to the first week. And I have no spend stickers from Lupita Sticky Shop, and I have my own expense tracking stickers that I created. This set I accidentally ripped, so I'm gonna be trying to go through this set first. And I'm also going to need my calculator on standby, which is over here. Make sure it's on. So I'm going to have that over here off to the side. So let's get started. So August 1st is in this calendar, actually in the last week of July. Let's see, there it is. So, I mean, I didn't spend anything anyway, so that's good. And I know that the Spotify went on auto pay already, so that's been taken care of. So it looks like my next bit of spending was at Ulta. I spent $60, and that was on a serum for my face. I have to wear masks at my job again. So I've been getting both a combination of hormonal and like maskne, if you will. And it's really been messing with me, but I got this dermalogical serum that was very expensive, but it's supposed to address both acne and anti-aging concerns. And so far, I think it's been doing a good job, but obviously I'm going to have to wait till I finish the bottle to know if it's worth it and worth purchasing again. So there's Ulta, and then on the next day I had to get some gas at Shell for $24.83. Overall, this was a pretty light spending week. The second week got really, really hectic. So that's Shell, and then I got lunch at Dunkin Donuts on Thursday, so that was for $7.02. And that's good. And then Friday I got lunch at McDonald's for $11.55, and then I bought dinner for my boyfriend and I at a local Chinese place called Lilac Blossom. That was $36.95, and those were both on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday were both no spends. So overall, I did fairly excellent for this week, I think. So we got Saturday no spend, Sunday no spend, and Monday no spend as well. So yeah, like I said, it was a pretty light week. I had not the worst commute in the world that week for the location I was in. So I didn't end up like eating a lot out or buying like a ton of gas. So that week went okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add the next week on here as well. And then I'll go ahead and update everything on the weekly check-in sheet and balance the numbers on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and check these off that they're on the monthly. Let's move on to week 2, where some hell broke loose. Not all of it, but some of it. Basically what had happened is I was having some mild car issues with my front tires. So I was like, I have to replace the front 2 tires. You really should replace all 4 of them at once, but the rear ones still had a little bit of tread in them, which I will have to replace those before the winter to make sure I'm safe. But for now, I only replaced the front 2 tires. That came out to $193.98, which is coming out of my car maintenance sinking fund. So that was kind of the big oh no moment. But again, that's why we have sinking funds for emergencies like that. So I had to spend some of my car maintenance fund on new tires. I got them from Tire Rack, just because that's what my boyfriend recommended I go through. He's a mechanic, so that's what I did it through. I ordered those on the 10th. So Tuesday I had to place that order for them. I got them on Thursday, so pretty quick. So we're able to swap them and put those on. I'm going to, while I'm here, first check off that the Sprint bill did go auto pay for $67.98, which I rounded up to $68 in the estimate because I don't like to deal with pennies. I did do some other sinking fund spending, so I'm gonna add that before I continue a little bit of the car story. So I did some spending from my home sinking fund. I did that at Best Buy because I had a certificate that I needed to use up. So I ended up buying a few things for around my house that was on sale, like a shoe rack and some other things. And it came out to $39.71. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. That was on Monday. So that's it for all the sinking fund spending that I had to do. So in the wake of this little issue with my car, obviously I didn't feel safe to drive on it while we're waiting for the tires. So I had to drive one of my boyfriend's cars, which takes premium gas and has a very large tank. So I had the misfortune of having to fill it before I was able to use it Wednesday. So I went to Shell because I always do. I mean, it's kind of like my place at this point. I spent $44.99 filling his tank. But to be fair, when he took my car to go fix it on Thursday, he filled my tank. So I'm probably not going to have to fill my tank again towards the end of like the 3rd week. So, you know, it worked out a little bit, although my car is way cheaper to fill than his. So I'm hoping I don't go over budget in gas from that this month, but it's a possibility. We'll see. I'm doing a lot of commuting this month. I am working a lot, and that's kind of why my video upload schedule can't really be scheduled right now. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to, I think, just start cutting down on the amount of content I've been putting out previously because I won't be able to do it anymore with how busy I am with work and school. So what would really help me out if you could comment down below and let me know like what your favorite type of videos of mine are. Do you like the monthly budget? Do you like the paycheck budget? Do you like cash stuffing? Do you like weekly check-in, like let me know, because if I have a very limited amount of time to work on content for you guys, I want to make sure I'm putting out content that you guys want to see. All right, getting back on track here, let's see what I've taken care of. So I had the Best Buy, we did tire rack, and we did Shell, so no more gas expenses. So why don't we just go categorically to food, because that's pretty much what I end up spending most of my money on anyway. So I went to McDonald's twice this week, mostly because I was feeling kind of gross, and also because I was stuck in Boston this week, which is again why I didn't want to drive my car on a wobbly tire to Boston and back every day. And I'm not very familiar with it. I don't like to go there. The closest thing to me was a McDonald's, and that's what I stuck with. So I had 2 McDonald's, and then the second one was $11.76. And then I also had a Dunk's because I woke up late. And then I'm gonna need one more because I had a grocery pickup. So the grocery pickup I wrote down for $145.71, but I split it with my boyfriend. So he paid me $73 to round up on it, because 146 and half would be 73. So I actually only have to pay, hang on, was it 145.71 minus 73? I pay $72.71. So I had a Hannaford for $72.71. So that was all my food expenses for the week. They're all on different days, so I just need some room. So we had, let's see, Tuesday, we had McDonald's, and then McDonald's again was on Friday. McDonald's has kind of become like my Friday treat in a way. Oh wait, I didn't know we had a Friday the 13th. Jeez, I am definitely not paying attention at all. And that was all the food expenses. And let me amend. Mine was $72.71. So that was all the food. And then I did have a few pet expenses. So Chewy was $53.86. I had to get my cat a new litter box. And then Petco $8.99. Well, I mean, I didn't spend $50 on a litter box. I got like other stuff from him too, but he's just too big for the litter box that I had for him. So I got him a new jumbo one, and he's very happy with it. So I did the Chewy order on Tuesday, and then I picked up the litter on Wednesday. And I didn't check it off. So Safeco came out. I didn't check it off yet, but I know my tuition payment came out. So I know that that's all set. So we are all squared up on the calendar for the first 2 weeks of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my weekly check-in sheet so we can crunch some numbers. So the one category that's on my sheet that I didn't talk about on the calendar is my laundry. And because that is a cash envelope, because I have to load my laundry card with cash. So I haven't loaded my card yet because I haven't needed to. I'm going to need to. So what I would say here is that I added the $40 that I budgeted, and I haven't spent it yet because I haven't used it yet. So I still have $40 available to put on my card. And here with laundry, we didn't add anything and we didn't spend anything. So I still have $40, and that's the easy part there. So with week 1 on allowance, I did make a purchase at Ulta for $60, and I started with $80. I spent $60, so that's easy. I have $20 left for allowance, and I didn't spend anything on week 2 for allowance, nor did I add anything. So I still have $20 left for allowance on week 2. For gas, we had 2 gas expenses, and they both fell on a Wednesday. I just mentioned that because the reason I do this is because I like to try and see patterns. Like, if you look, the weekends, I don't typically tend to spend, at least for these past few weeks. And the weekends, it looks like I have more. I almost forgot to add Hannaford on Thursday. That was not a no spend day. But again, reinforcing the point, it looks like for now I'm spending more on food on the weekend or towards the weekend, because guess what? I'm tired at the end of the week. I don't want to cook. So yeah, I just do this because I like to track patterns and stuff. So for my first week, I gave myself 100, so I gave myself some solid starting. And then I spent $24.83, which left $75.17. Didn't add anything, but then I spent $44.99. So that left, so $44.99. That left $30.18 for the rest of the month, and I have to go to Bangor, Maine, which is like almost 250 miles one way. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna overspend in gas this month, but I guess it can't be helped. Since I keep overspending in gas, all that means is that I have to increase my gas budget. Moving on to food, which is my biggest category. I started with $325, and this includes all food like eating out, ordering in, and groceries. I condensed it into one category to make it easier for me. So I started with $325, and then for the first week, let's see, I had $702 plus $36.95 plus $11.55. So it was $269.48 as the remaining balance. So then if I do $325 minus second answer, I spent $55.52 on food. So, I mean, not bad. Less than $10 a day. And I didn't add any into the second week. And let's see, let's add up how much I spent. So $12.28 plus $370 plus $72.71 plus $11.76 is $145. But that's literally not even bad considering that I got groceries. But let's see, $269.48 minus second answer, so minus what I spent, leaves $169.03 for the rest of the month on food. So I have just about half of what I started with left. So I'm doing okay on that. Pets, I added 80. And I didn't do any spending on the first week. So I ended the first week with 80. Didn't add on the second week, but I did do a lot of spending. $53.86 plus $8.99. So I spent $62.85. So 80 minus second answer, so 17 of 15 is left for the rest of the month. But like I said, new litter box and new litter. So he's gonna be pretty much good towards the end of the month, where I'll just have to get a little bit more litter, and that'll be more than enough to get more litter, and he's got plenty of food pretty much until the end of the month. So I should be good on that, unless something happens to him, and then I'll have the vet fund. If I really need to do a big purchase for him on something like medication or whatever, I have the vet fund. So overall, I feel like I did a lot of spending already for it to be like the beginning of the month, but I did have a lot happen to me with my car and everything that I just couldn't really avoid. So at least I'm taking care of it now and getting ahead, and I also have a list of things that I need to get done on my car. So I think August might just be like a really big spending month. Also, I'm like pretty certain on going forward on purchasing my new phone, my pre-owned phone, and draining that sinking fund out as well. So I think that there's just going to be a lot of spending going on, and I'd be very happy to document it if that's what you guys are interested in. Like I said, I just want to make sure that I'm spending my time wisely, making content that you guys really enjoy watching. So please be sure to let me know down below what your favorite type of video that I make is, please. And also be sure to like the video if you did like it. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so that you can keep following me on my budget and planning journey. And I hope to see you down below in the comment section, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.